It's our regular Friday morning feature. We look forward to this part of the week tremendously, and so do a lot of our followers here on Clocking the Gallop, as it has gained a lot of traction since we started this feature on a Friday morning. MX joins us from Gqeberha. He's in his Just Do It Nike cap, and he's busy filling up some petrol. I hope you also filled up on your winners, because last week, MX, you tipped the pick six. You got a bit of the pick six, but just one or two horses just failed to win. You would have been a very, very wealthy man. I'm sure you would have upgraded your car by now.
Yeah, Nico. Good morning, Nico. Yeah, last week I tipped a pick six. All my selections went through for a pick six.
That's right.
That was a good one. That was a good one for me. I did check the pick six. Yeah, I got a percentage of that pick six last week. That's good for me. And then the last rest, the one was which I liked mostly. That was Ellis Island, who was beaten by the Steppe Companion. Yeah, I wasn't that disappointed. Yeah, maybe sometimes that was the jockey change. Maybe played a role, because I remember Akela was supposed to ride a woman, and then Sandy took it.
Yeah.
And I think Sandy is lighter. I think Sandy is lighter than Akela, so maybe he was for it. Otherwise, yeah.
It was a great effort.
It was a bad day.
It was a great effort. But today you mentioned about jockey changes. Now, word has just come through this morning that our friend Loom Koto is not riding today, which has a big impact, not only on what you like, but also on our selections that we might have given last night with Nino. And that came through only this morning. I'll keep on trying to update it during the course of our show, but Loom Koto are not riding today, and bear that in mind. It's just come through. We also have one late scratching on the card. Race 6, number 9, Undisclosed, was scratched earlier on this morning. Right, MX, let's go to race 1. It's a maiden plate for 3-year-old fillies. It's over 1,200 meters. Will this favorite Divine Design eventually get it right today? What do you think?
Yeah, Nico, when we're looking at the first race, I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit scared there in the first race, because the horse is going to run first time on Pony Track today. Yeah, I'm a bit scared. I'm really, really scared there. But even though the water was showing good signs of improvement, so I was gonna be confident if it was a turf. But now I see, we've got a visiting horse from the Joburg that is nearly blind. And it's supposed to be written by Louis Otto. He's not writing, so I don't know who's gonna pick up the right. I actually made that horse as my first choice from Val, because I can see the horse has got some good runs from Joburg. So I actually made Nelly Play my first ride to pit number 6, the favorite, which is the Divine Design.
Divine Design, okay. So you make it between those two. You make it between those two for the win. Yeah.
But my selection is 1, 6, 2, 3 for the first race.
Okay, 1, 6, 2, and 3. Mia Khalees for third. Glitter Fox for fourth. Okay, so no clear cut the first race. MX is saying play that one safe. Don't go head first into Divine Design. Race 2 is a maiden handicap. It's over 1,300 meters. And this is pretty evenly matched. When I spoke to Nino last night, he was quite big on Chariot Master. I see Kelly Mitchell's only got the one runner today. And you were very big last week on that Mount Anderson, weren't you, for Kelly Mitchell? She's a very good trainer.
Yes, Nico. The Mount Anderson was my banker last week, and then he did exactly what I was expecting. I was happy last week. I'm also hoping to be happy again this week. Yeah, but when we're looking at the rest 2 now, I've got 2 horses there, which I'm not really sure which one is going to be good today. They race together, I think like two times. They race together, which is Kum Kum and Chariot Master. They race together, and then they've beaten each other 2 times, once, and So for me, with the finishing of Kum Kum last time, I was so impressed. So now I would love to go with Kum Kum as my first choice in this race to beat Chariot Master. Okay. Which is 1 to beat number 2. And then for third, I'll go with number 4, Trump Express. And then for the fourth, I'm gonna go with the visiting horse, which is Ships at Sea. Yeah, we're gonna have a jockey changes. Change again there.
There will be a jockey change. Yes, correct. Okay, just drawn a bit bad, but I see they put the blinkers on. I mentioned this horse last night, actually, with the blinkers on. It could be an improver, number 8, Ships at Sea. Okay, so that is race 2. 1 from 2 is MX's take on it. Goom Goom to beat Chariot Master. The third starts off the pick 6, a merit rated 68 handicap. It's over 1,600 meters. A little bit more open than the first 2 races. What do you see happening in the third?
Yes, Nico, the third race is very, very much open because if I look at the card, most of the horses which I like here, they are drawn white. They are drawn to the bush. Yeah. So that's a concern for me. But still, even though I will have to go with them, even though they are drawn white. So for the first choice here, I'm gonna go a little bit crazy. I'm gonna pick Euphoric to beat number 2, and then 5, and then 14.
Okay, so you're going for 1 and 2 again in this race, similar to the previous numbers in race 2. Euphoric and Homer Fidget, despite being drawn wide. So you go 1, 2, 5 is the horse that Nino liked, Aspiring to Reign, and then 13, you said, Isiesta.
Yes, yeah. Number 5 ran a good race last time. Was just beaten by Homer Fidget, of which I'm also expecting. Yeah, that was might win today. But I would love to choose Euphoric. I've been following Euphoric so many times, Nico, so many times. I think it's a good horse, even though it's carrying 62 and drawn wide. Hopefully, Shannon Devoy can do the things.
Yeah, well,
Hopefully.
You've seen Shannon Devoy at the track. I mean, he might be quite old, but, you know, when he gets the right horse, he delivers. Euphoric. I'm sure he'll be euphoric if he wins today. But that is interesting what you like there, despite those bad draws. Race 3, it appears to be open. Okay, let's move to let's move to the 4th at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Fillies and Mares 84 handicap over the 1,900-meter trip. A smallish field here, but pretty competitive.
Yes, Nico, race 4 is a very small field, but a very competitive field because when you look at the card, you have got like 5, 6 horses that you might have a headache to choose which one is good. But as someone who follows these horses, my first choice was number 2, Louis Mtotwa. Unfortunately, he's not riding.
He's not riding.
Another jockey. Yeah, I think he knows the horse better. So when I'm looking at that card, I see Ramzan's not riding. Maybe Ramzan might take that ride. I'm just guessing that Ramzan might take because he was the one who was riding.
Yeah, he rode it last time. Yes,
yeah. So Ideal Angel from Sharon Cotton is gonna be my first choice in race 4, followed by number 5, Princess of Fire, followed by number 1, Go Lightly, and then I will close with number 6. That is Anatura.
Now, that's why I'm confused, because you always go for Anatura. This is your horse. Now, when Nina and I were doing the show last night, we say, wait for the morning. If MX tips this first, we're going to go for it. But you haven't. You've only tipped it 4th.
Yeah, I'm looking for 4th, Nico. I'm hoping it's going to be there because, Nico, I like, the horse has got a good chance. Muzi on top, carrying 54, drawn 7. It's got a good chance, but it's a bit difficult cut, Nico. It's a difficult race.
Yeah, it is a difficult race, yeah.
I can't leave the horse out. The horse might win because last time he won on 1,900 poly track. He was carrying 61, beating Kana, even though that field, I don't think it was a good field.
Yeah, it was a lot weaker. Yeah, it was a lot weaker.
So, the horses like Ideal Angel, Prince of Fire, I think those horses are very capable.
Okay, well, the jockey change has now come through for that horse, Use Ramzan. You guessed it.
Exactly.
That's your first winning bet today. Not even 8 o'clock and you're having winning bets. You tipped Use Ramzan to ride that. It's just come through. Use Ramzan is riding race 4, number 2. Okay, let's go to race 5. Race 5 is a classified stakes over 2,200 meters. Nino liked a horse in this race. I liked a horse in this race. I wonder if you've got the same horse. I can tell you, number 1, Humble Tune. There's a jockey change now for that. Wayne Agrella rides number 1, Humble Tune, who's having its first run in the province. What did you fancy here?
Nico, in this race, Nico, I will stick with the horse that ran very well last time for me. That is number 8. I've got number 8 with Ryan Manga. I've got number 4 Richard Fori. I've got number 5, Keeping the Peace, and then I've got number 6, Young Nelson.
Okay, so 4, 5, 6, and 8. Any one of
Yes.
those you think can win it, eh?
Yes, any one of those can win the race. 4,
Okay.
5, 6, and 8. Those are my numbers in race 5. Humble Tune, we have to keep an eye on Humble Tune and see how is it going to perform in PA. I know it's a good race. The race that before the last race, when he ran second behind Tony for New Era, that was a good race. They also on favorite for, yeah, but let's just keep an eye on Humble Tune with when Agrel on top. There's also Jack and Ginger there. Another was to keep an eye on. The another one to keep an eye on because ran second behind Prison Fire and second behind Water Stream, and then was beaten by Vita Futura Clean, of which you don't know what happened there. So, yeah, it's a quite difficult one, but my numbers are the one that I gave you.
Okay. Slight preference, though, for Crafty Heart, you tipped last time out.
Yes, I tipped Crafty last time out. I'm hoping for the same Ryan Manga to come and perform again, beating Water Stream, Keeping the Peace, Young Nelson.
Okay, well, he should be in your car soon, Ryan Munger. So maybe you can just confirm with him, just give him the extra confidence that he needs to win there. Okay, race 6 is off at 10 past 3. A merit rated 80 handicap. It's a sprint. It's 1,000 meters. Let's move to your selections here. Scratched, as I mentioned, number 9, Undisclosed. So you now have 9 runners there. How are you playing this one?
Okay, Nico, my first choice now, I'm going with, who's writing now? There was number 8, but that's my first choice, Vegas Gold.
Vegas Gold is not got a rider yet. Not at this stage anyway.
Okay, that's my first choice. Whoever takes that one, it must do the job. It's a good horse, got 2 wins in a row, racing very well in Pony Track in PE. So Vegas Gold, I'm gonna go with Vegas Gold to beat number 5. That is Variety Breeze. And then I've got number 3, Red Berry. And then I've got number 4, Storm Chaser.
Okay, so Vegas Gold, your clear first choice. I'm just looking at the price there because that one is going to be pretty popular in the market today. 18 to 10. You probably get 2 to 1 about yours, Vegas Gold. 2 wins on the poly, so 2 out of 2 on the poly track. So you're going for the 3rd win again. Okay, 8. What did you say? 8-5, Variety Breeze second. Then 3.
And then 3, Red Berry.
Yeah.
And then 4, Storm Chaser.
4, Storm Chaser. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that is race 6. Race 7 is 1,400 meters for the feature today. The Nelson Mandela Bay Racing Poly Challenge. I don't think we've got the change for the rider yet on this number 2. Pleased to meet you, which is one of the principal runners. So, how did you see race 7 working out?
Yes, Nico. Yeah, it's a bit painful one for me to hear that Louis is not writing because I've got so many good rides for him today that I was picking that he's gonna win the races.
Yes,
and he's currently on form. He's currently on form, winning good races. So I don't know the reason why he's not here, anyways. But in number 2, again, is my first choice, and he was supposed to ride the horse. Pleased to meet you. It's my first choice. I'm hoping the horse to win this time around. I think this horse is a champion races and future races. So number 2, number 4, number 6, number 8. I'm gonna leave Global Drama out.
Why? Why are you gonna do that?
Because I don't feel Global Drama, Nico. I don't think Global Drama is there yet. I will see. He has to prove it for me today that Global Drama is still a champ. But number 2, Pleased to Meet You, I think he's gonna win the rest. Then number 4, Green Light to Heaven. Number 6, Life on Mars. Life on Mars ran very well. And then number 8, Naval Secret. I don't know if he's gonna do what he did the first leg of the Eastern Cape Poly Challenge.
Yes, came up late.
Number 2 is my first choice. I don't know if you can see a jockey change on number 2. I'm really.
I'm going to look here and see. I'm going to look and tell you now. It's just after 8 o'clock. We're recording this on Friday morning, so there's still no jockey change for Pleased to Meet You. There's some early jockey changes, but none on that. So I'm interested in your feeling on Global Drummer. This is just a gut feel that you don't think it's going to perform today because it's unbeaten course and distance. 3 runs, Fairview Poly, 1,400, 3 wins.
Yes. Yeah, Nico is unbeaten on the course and distance. Yeah, but what I saw last time, I wasn't impressed. So maybe there was some
Was
time
that
to
not
come
just
back.
Mr. Zuma?
Nah, no, no. I will never, Nico, think that the jockey that does the job very well. The jockey does the job very well. I don't think the horse was. For me, I was there at the race course that day watching the race. When I'm looking at the horses, I can feel this horse. I don't feel that this horse can win.
Okay, well, that's your
Straight.
personal opinion, and we respect that. Obviously, you've been right many times before. We'll see what happens in that feature, but you are going for Pleased to Meet You. And the last race,
My,
yes, you wanted to add something?
yeah, I'm saying my global drama might be there in the quartet, but I'm definitely not picking global drama to win the race.
Okay. Okay, that's confirmed for MX and race 7. The 8th and last is off at 20 past 4. It's a merit rated 66 handicap. The sprint over 1200 meters. 11 runners go to post over here. What's your top one here?
Nico, in the last race, my top choice is number 1, Soweto Rose.
Yeah.
That's my first choice. That one, followed by number 9. That is Jaguar Cat. And then I've got number 10, 2, and 11.
So 1, 9, 10 is Kingston Rock. 2, Victory of Dubai. And 11, Jet Captain. Jet Captain must be a huge price, the last horse.
Yes, yeah. I'm expecting, I think...
maybe that's going to improve today.
I think Montana Tennis only right for today, ne?
Yeah. Only runner. 33 to 1, Jet Captain. Number 11.
Yeah, I have to include that was in my quartet. I have to include that was in my quartet.
Okay, but you've always been a big Soweto Rose fan. You've supported him ever since he's gone down there, which was earlier on this year in April.
Yes.
Ever since we started doing the show. So you like Soweto Rose to beat Jaguar Cat. I thought Jaguar Cat with Muzieni on today might get it right.
Definitely might get it right, Nico. Definitely might get it right. But Soweto Rose is a speedy horse. Very speedy horse. Very, very speedy. So Soweto Rose to beat Muzi. So those are 2 I'm floating, I'm roving in my quartet. That is 1 and 9 by 2, 10, and 11. That's my quartet for the last race.
Okay, so Rover and the quartet 1 and 9 by numbers 2, 10, and 11. What else are you going to tip us today, MX, for your big following or your big base of followers that follow you on Clock in the Gallop? What else can you tell us for people to take today? It looks like MX is just stuck at the moment on his phone. So I think that's the time that we're going to leave it there, unfortunately. He has given us a quartet in the last, but it appears that our phone call's just been cut a little bit short there. Thanks very much for watching. That's Let's Get the Show on the Road with MX for this Friday, the 30th of September. We thank you very much for joining us, and we'll be back again next week with the feature. As you can see, MX has now left us, and that will take care of the show. Enjoy your day's racing on this Friday.